Welcome to the Little Beading Closet. I'm Sherry. Today we're going to make the Triple Treasure 2-hole netted beaded bracelet. The beads for this project are size 11 seed beads, and these are Toho galvanized gold. We have size 8 seed beads, again a Toho galvanized gold. I'm using 4mm bicone crystals and the Irisduo beads in gold. I'll be using an 8mm magnetic clasp. Today I'm going to use Wildfire .006 in black. You could certainly use the .008 also. This way we'll be able to see easily in the tutorial what we're doing. For your finished project, if you'd like to try a crystal fire line, that would work nicely also. And as far as needles go, I'm going to use this Beadsmith size 12 beading needle because they're my favorite and I use them for everything. Begin with a long length of thread, something that you're comfortable working with, but not too long. You will have to add thread throughout this project. See the time on the screen to learn how to add thread to this project. Now let's begin. Size 8 and 4mm bicones. Pick those up in an alternating pattern. We're going to need about a 12-inch tail for adding the clasp. Needle back through all your beads and pull them together. Then needle into 1 8, 1 bicone, and 1 more 8. Size 11 seed beads. 5 size 11 seed beads, skipping your bicone into the next 8. Five size 11 seed beads, skipping your bicone into the next 8. 5 size 11 seed beads, skipping your bicone into the next 8. Into 3 of the size 11 seed beads. Irisduo beads. 1 Irisduo. Skip your size 8 seed bead and come into the 3rd size 11. 1 Irisduo. Skip the size 8 seed bead and come into the 3rd size 11. 1 Irisduo. Skip your size 8 and come into the 3rd size 11. No beads. We're just going to needle through an Irisduo, a size 11, and an Irisduo, and then a size 11, and 1 more Irisduo. So now we're going to be stepping up into the outer hole of this Irisduo. Size 11 seed beads, putting 1 between each Irisduo. No beads. Then needle through 1 11, 1 Irisduo. This is just strengthening up. You can go through as many as you want, but make sure you're exiting a size 11. Size 11 and size 8 seed beads. 2 11s, 1 8 and 2 11s, into this next 11. 2 11s, 1 8 and 2 11s. 2 11s, 1 8 and 2 11s, into the lower size 11 here, and then needle up and through this 8 on the point. Four millimeter bicones, one 4mm bicone through the next 8. One 4mm bicone through the next 8. One 4mm bicone through the next 8. No beads. We're just going to reinforce by going through a 4mm and a size 8 seed bead, a 4mm and a size 8 seed bead. Just make sure you're exiting the size 8 seed bead. Size 11 seed beads. 5 size 11 seed beads into the next 8. 5 size 11 seed beads into the next 8. 5 size 11 seed beads into the next 8. And step up into the third size 11 seed bead after it. Irisduo beads. 1 Irisduo bead, skip the 8 and come into the third size 11 seed bead after it. 1 Irisduo bead, skipping the size 8 and coming into the third size 11 after it. 1 Irisduo bead, skipping the size 8 and coming into the third size 11 after it. No beads. Just reinforce by coming through the Irisduo and an 11, another Irisduo and 11, and then make sure that you're exiting an Irisduo. Go ahead and step up into the outer hole of the Irisduo. Size 11 seed beads. 1 size 11 through the next Irisduo. 1 size 11 through the next Irisduo. One size 11 through the next Irisduo. No beads. Come through 1 11 and 1 Irisduo. One 11, 1 Irisduo. Just make sure that you're exiting a size 11. Size 11 and size 8 seed beads. 2 11s, 1 8 and 2 11s into the next 11. 2 11s, 1 8 and 2 11s into the next 11. 2 11s, 1 8 and 2 11s into the next 11 between the 2 Irisduos. Now you're going to be needling up to the size 8. Four millimeter bicone crystals. 1 4mm bicone crystal into the next 8. 1 4mm bicone crystal into the next 8. 1 4mm bicone crystal into the next 8. No beads. I'm just going to reinforce by coming through 1 bicone, 1 size 8, again 1 bicone, and 1 size 8. At this point, we're just repeating the steps that we've already done. So I'll leave a timestamp so you can go back to where you need to pick up. Continue working until you have your desired length and are ready to attach your clasp. Make sure that you're ending coming out of a size 8 between the 3mm bicones. Coming out of the size 8, getting ready to attach my clasp, I'm going to pick up 2 size 11 seed beads. Come through my clasp and 2 more size 11 seed beads. And come into the very next 8 here. I will pick up 2 more size 11 seed beads and come through my clasp. I'll pick up 2 more size 11 seed beads and come through the next 8. Pick up 2 more size 11 seed beads and come through my clasp. I'll be picking up my last 2 size 11 seed beads and coming into this 8 here. And that's how my clasp will stay on. So I'll just reinforce this thread path going through my seed beads and clasp a few times to make sure it's nice and secure. And then I'll finish it off with a few half hitch knots. I attached the other end of my clasp and completed the triple treasure bracelet. I hope you enjoyed today's video and have a beautiful day and enjoy your beading projects. When I need to add thread, I'll cut another length that I'm comfortable working with and knot it onto the existing thread. I do want to make sure that I have a tail with it that I can weave back in. So I'll go ahead and knot my thread on and pull it up next to the bead. And I'll repeat that 3 times just to get a nice knot in here. But I will not be cutting off either one of my tails. I'll attach needles to them and work it back into the bracelet.